Welcome to the Stormsurf Video Surf Forecast for the Indian Ocean for the week starting Monday, March 31st. Brought to you by Kandui Resort in the Mentawai Islands, a great place to surf. First, we'll take a look at the significant wave height charts for the Indian Ocean. Notice what appears to be high pressure for the most part locking down the central Indian Ocean. Small system, 28-foot seas, southwest of Africa, and another small system moving under Australia, but for the moment a relatively calm pattern. We'll first take a look at jet stream level winds. These help support the formation of storms and gales and also direct the storm's travel path. As of right now, we see almost appears to be a split flow with the most energy pushing into nearly Antarctica. 140 knot winds pushing southeast into Antarctica. A little bit of a trough here under Australia, but for the most part, the main area where you'd want to see storm development in here is pretty much locked down by this ridging jet stream pushing into Antarctica. Put this in motion, we see a little bit of a relaxation of that pattern. Wind speeds pick up into Wednesday, 180 knot winds, and you almost try to get a bit of a trough forming here, but it's already pretty much out of the swell window for our main forecast area. And again, this ridge kind of persists here into or just off of Antarctica. Roll this out, zonal flow takes over, kind of a split stream almost, so that sort of means high pressure in these areas, and this track tends to push storms south almost into Antarctica. Again, we're into Saturday and Sunday. There we go. Then we get a bit of a trough come Sunday. What is this? 130 knot winds pushing up. This will help formation, a little bit of low pressure here. Let's see how that plays out, and you get a bit of a trough. It persists into almost Monday, but then pinches off and again starts ridging south, and then we're pretty much through our forecast window. So one little opportunity in the upper atmosphere towards the weekend to support gale formation. Let's go take a look and see what happens down at the surface. Surface level winds and surface level pressure. As expected, high pressure 1032 millibars north of Antarctica, kind of locking things down for the moment. Low pressure trying to form, but all those winds are basically pushing into Antarctica instead of up at our prime destination. So it's wind pushing away from the Great Circle tracks up into the Mentawai Islands. And then a bit of a flow here, but that's all mainly aimed, well, not so much Victoria, but maybe barely even in the Western Australia swell window. So putting this into motion, let's see what happens. High pressure again, still in control. Good little gale here aimed towards Tasmania or so, but that's pretty much out of what we're looking for. Another low trying to organize, but again, same issue. Winds pushing into Antarctica. Continue this out. That gets a little bit better organized here, just barely on the edge of the swell window. We'll see. We'll check that out in the significant wave height charts in a minute. Another system tries to form under Africa, but it quickly falls apart. And tropical system here, southward bound, it appears by Friday. A series of small systems, 35 knot winds, 35 to 40 knot winds, and in our target area. So this is looking a little bit more promising by the weekend. Not great, 35 knot winds, but that's better than nothing. And then here comes another bout of high pressure moving in off of Africa, and you're into about a week out, and that's the end of it. So appears to be a pattern dominated by high pressure at the moment. So let's take a look at the significant wave height charts. We had this low that we mentioned as of right now, pushing towards Antarctica. Continues that. You can see the high pressure building here. Another nice little gale developing under Western Australia on Tuesday, but that's really not so much for the Mentawai Islands or even Western Australia for that matter, more a Bells or Tasmania type swell situation. Low pressure also on Tuesday just off of Antarctica. Gets some 30-foot seas. You know, that would be good for some 17-second period background swell pushing up into the Mentawais, so that's looking promising there. And it actually, notice that it builds as it moves further out of the window, but still, there we go, 184 degrees into the Mentawais. That's pretty nice. I'm going to put this back. Yeah, it's really about there, so that we're into Wednesday night and even into Thursday or so, barely in the swell window, more sideband swell pushing up to the Mentawais, and of course more so if you go back a little bit there you get that one little shot there for Western Australia. And we'll continue this rollout, and then we're into Friday and Saturday. Here's that next little system, 24-foot seas. And again, that's a Mentawai bound swell, about 201 degrees or so, but not pushing more flat west-east as a zonal flow rather than up towards the island. Still a little bit of sideband energy. And then the tropical system, of course, falling south. But going in the wrong direction, and then that's pretty much it. So for right now, it looks like a zonal pattern, little bits of energy, but nothing strong on the charts for the moment. Still, what we have seen should be good for some fun, small, rideable surf. Mentawai Islands, more so Western Australia, and certainly more so into Tasmania and that area. But that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. This has been the Stormsurf Video Surf Forecast for the Indian Ocean. And many thanks to Kandui Resort in the Mentawai Islands. A great place to go visit, great place to go surf and hang out and have some fun. So enjoy, and we'll do this again next week.